everybody, my name is Bonnie Coyo, and today we're going to do a little lesson about combining CVC words. And we're going to use some of the material which you can use at home for parents if you want to try this at home, or also teachers if you want to try this idea in your classroom. It's a very good idea, which it could help your students develop more in their word sounding and letter recognition and letter sounds. We're going to use some building blocks. It could be Legos or any type of building blocks which come together in connection. Magnetic letters. These are my lowercase and uppercase, and I got this at Walmart. So Walmart was an amazing place. This is a cookie pan, which is very magnetic, for we can use with the magnetic letters that I showed before to be able to make the CVC words. And these are a little puzzle piece which the student is going to connect the letters to the picture on here using their sounds. And this is called Read and Cover CVC Words, which I found as a freebie on Pinterest through Teachers Pay Teachers, and I will put this description down below so you can get these freebies. And this is Carolina, my sister. So we're gonna start off with blocks. Like I said, we're gonna use some building blocks to see. You're gonna see how we're gonna use the building blocks, and it could be a good starting review, a little objective which gets the kids hooked and very exciting, even for her, even though she's older and a sixth grader. As sixth graders, if you want to play, you want to use your hands, you want to be hands-on, which helps the student be more interactive and more engaged. And I have some blocks here, like I showed at the beginning, which we will use right here. And we're going to give the student, I give the student approximately 2 to 3 minutes for them to play around and get a feel of it. Look what I made! Woo! So as you can see, it's a very interactive activity. So what were you able to do with the blocks, Caro? Connect them, put them together. So are you teaching it? So we're going to read the objective today, and we're going to read it all together. So repeat after me, Caro. I will be able to put letter sounds together to make words. Okay, let's try that one more time for everybody. All together. I will be able to put letter sounds together to make words. So this is going to be our objective today. We're going to learn how to put letter sounds together. Since we already know the letter sounds of our alphabet and we know what sounds match with the letter sounds, we're going to do a little practice run to make sure that Carolina knows her letter sounds. So right now we have some letters that I just pick randomly from my little box that I have. And we're going to start, Carolina, with letter sounds. Let's see if you know how to match your letter sounds to the letter. Ready? Okay, let's start with this first letter. Letter sound. So let's pronounce this one more time, Kyle. Let's do it like in what?
Box.
Let's do it again. Very good. Now, what about this one? Like in what?
Hat.
Very good. It's good to make connections with words and letter sounds. It really helps a lot for the student. What about this one?
D.
Like in?
Dog.
Very good. D. And this one?
R.
Like in?
Red.
R. What about this one?
B.
Like in what?
Bat.
B. And this one? Like in?
Umbrella.
Let's do it together. What about this one?
E.
For?
Elephant.
E. This one?
Qua.
Qua. Very good. Qua. Like in?
Queen.
Qua. And this one?
G.
Like in?
Grapes.
G. So let's go over it together, the letter sounds. D. B. E.
Qua.
G. So going over the letter sounds really helps to reinforce the recognition with letter sound and letter name, like the letter it represents. So very good, Caro. You did a very well job, even though the X was a little difficult, right?
Yep.
Do some examples together to help us be able to mix words, right, Caro? Okay, so we're going to repeat this around 5 times, and we're going to speed it up as we make the letters get closer together. So let's start it. Let's do it together. K, A, T. Let's get a little bit closer together. K, A, T. You're getting that. Very good, Caro. K, A, T. K, A, All right, now let's do it all fast. Cat, which makes the word
Cat.
very good. Cat. So we made the word cat. Cat. All right. So now we're gonna make another word. Okay. So let's do this one. Pig. 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 Makes the word
Pig.
awesome. All right, so now let's try another one. Okay, ready? Dog. 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 Dog makes the word. Let's make the next word. Let's see if you can get this one, Caro. Maybe you won't. Maybe you will. All right, Caro? All right, you ready? All right, let's do it together. At. Very good. At. 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 Let's do it faster. At makes the word.
Rat.
Oh, rat. Does rat give you goosebumps?
Not really.
Now you think of an ugly rat.
Ugly
Yeah.
one, yeah, but a pretty one. It's cute.
Okay, pretty one. There's actually pretty rats.
Yes, there is.
All right, so let's go to the next one. We're going to do 2 more examples. It's really good to do a lot of examples together as we're doing it because the student will get the feel of the letters and the confidence to be able to blend it, right, Gato? More confidence when you have somebody else beside you and helping you. All right, so let's do this next one. You ready? All right, let's do this. At. 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 Let's do it fast. At makes the word
Mat.
mat. For some kids that don't know what a mat is, what is a mat?
It's the thing that's in front of your door.
Yeah, that's the footstep where you clean your shoes before you get into a house. Where it says welcome home or just says welcome on it.
And there's just nothing.
Or it says nothing. It can have decorations, right?
Yeah.
All right, one more. You're doing good, Caro. High five.
Yes.
You're doing awesome. All right, ready? Looks tricky, huh? Let's think about it hard, okay? What does this letter sound say?
G.
Very good. Again.
G.
Let's put it a little bit together.
G. G. G.
And now you're going to do it faster by yourself, okay?
G.
Makes the word.
Log.
These are good examples to get a very good refresher. So when they start doing words alone, like if you do an example word, which we're going to do right up next, they'll feel confident and be like, okay, I did this with the teacher or with my mom or with my parent, and I will be able to get this. So right up next, we're going to do an example, which she's going to do by herself. I will tell her I will sound out the word, and she's going to, I'm going to sound out the word, and I'm going to say the word, and she's going to use her mouth to mouth it. And here, this is another strategy which we're gonna use. We're gonna do some examples right now with the words that we did to help the student when they're doing it by themselves. So let's do cat. So let's put out our arm. This is a strategy which I use with my students at work as well, and I will use with my sister as well as a reminder for her if she needs to use it during her reading when she doesn't know a word. So let's do it together. At. Again. At. Makes the word.
Cat.
All right, so now we did that. Now I'm gonna say the word, and then we're gonna break it down. We're gonna stretch it out. Say it with me, Cara. Stretch it out. So we're gonna stretch the word out in order to be able to hear each sound and be able to connect the sound with the letter to make the word. All right, ready, Cara?
Yep.
Now we're gonna do the word pig. All right, let's do it. Arm out. What's the first sound in pig? Let's stretch it out. Pig. Again. Pig. All right, now let's do the arm. P-E-G. Again. P-E-G. So were you able to hear the sounds better for each word? Yes. So first what we do with the word, Gato?
Stretch it out.
And then we break it down. I forgot that word. Break it down. So first we do what, Caro?
Stretch it out.
And then
Break it out.
it's very good to remind either 2 to 3 times like I did with Carolina, because the first time she forgot, break it down. So it's very good to a constant reminder. Repetition is very good when it comes to teaching, because with repetition, it becomes a habit. It becomes something in their minds that they have to do in order to do the word. So this is what we're going to do in the activity. I will have Carolina with some letter names, and we're going to change these. And I'm going to give her a word. I'm going to give her the letters that she needs. I will always, for kindergarten students, when it comes to beginning sounds, always give them the letters that they need. For it won't be too much on their little magnetic plate, and they will be able to do the... All right, so I have 5 example words, which I'm going to tell Caro. We're going to use our strategies that we use. First, we what, Caro, when we hear a word?
Stretch it out.
And then we...
Break it down.
Very good. Okay, so this is for you, Caro. So whenever you're ready, we're going to start. All right? All right, so now we're going to do the word got. What do we do first?
Stretch it out.
Go ahead and start stretching your right out.
Got.
And then what do we do next?
Break it down.
So now go ahead and break it down for me.
G.
Very good.
T.
And that makes the word
Got.
very good. All right, so now let's do the next word. You did a great job in stretching it and breaking it down. All right, so now you're going to do this by yourself again. Ready? You got confidence in yourself, Caro? Yes. Yes. All right, next word is dig. Dig.
Dig. D. Ig. G.
Dig, which makes the word
Dig.
very good. All right, so now let's do the next one. All right, ready? The next word is man. Man.
Man. A. Man.
Very good. Little cricket on your M, though. There you go. Good job, Caro. High five. Yeah. All right, so now let's do the next word. This things that kids love to do. Run. Run.
Run. Run.
All right, last word. Cut. Cut.
Cut. Cut.
Very good. She made the word.
Cut.
And this is a great exercise for independent work, which this helps them release themselves from knowing, put together, like I said from the beginning, putting together the letter with the letter sound, which this letter is the what, Caro?
C.
And it makes the what?
K.
Very good. So I'm going to show you one more activity, which Carolina and I will do. We're going to kind of do it together. I'm going to just oversee her and how she's doing. I'm just going to see as a teacher, like when teachers walk around and look at the other students just to make sure they're on task. And this could be also used as a center. If you want to use it in your centers or stations, however you may call them, I call them centers. Center stations, you can use this as well for they can work with their partners. All right, so this concludes our little lesson that we did together. Carolina, what did you learn today?
I learned how to break down words.
You learned how to break down words, and what else did you learn to do?
Comprehension.
Comprehension, and also what?
Putting things together.
Putting them together like we did at the beginning with the blocks, we put them together. It would take more time and more practice. So if you, at the beginning, they will probably, not get it. But little by little, CVC words are very amazing because you can start with words that they know. Cat are very common, very common words that they use. Dog, rat, you can use rhyming words to make connections. And also, this will help the student to develop connections between letter sounds and letters, which is very important when it comes to reading. But if your student is still struggling, or your daughter or son is still struggling, keep doing these practices. Help them make connections, like I said at the beginning. The letters with pictures for the beginning if they're struggling still. And reference it back to that. And make, what, Carolina? Connections. So work on that if you're still struggling and I'm really happy that my sister could help me. And I hope this lesson can be something that's useful for you at home or in your field of education. So bye and have a good night.